So I'm back, everyone. I'm sorry about last night. I just felt something like, oh, I was gonna cry, and I didn't want the whole YouTube to figure out why I was crying, because I don't think it's nobody's business. Now that we're back on, I'm gonna talk for a little bit. Okay, how do you get this? Give me some more. But yeah, let's get started. So I can finish this game up. I probably at some point maybe you think but I want to find out the bird characters still. See what they're like, but not that good. Find out. So
please,
let's go.
What was that warden business you were talking about, Curtis?
Not...
Here we go. We need to have this open.
Look at that. Funny to think elves lived here once. Actual cities, right in the Fade.
Okay, let me see what I have. I know I have a few new wings. What if I put this on? Would it brought me down? Okay. Oops, didn't want to look up that. Let me see. There you go. I'm gonna go back to map when I need to see the map again.
It's another of those statuettes. The memory fragments.
And it's unguarded?
Ambush!
No point for subtlety! Of course! Coming in range!
Trap. That statue was a fake. But if the fade is mostly reflections of something else, the real one could be close. Break through! The Antom are trying to cut us off.
Then we're on the right track.
The thing is, I won't be able to jump this because that's a hard jump. Why is it not making big wedge? Okay, it's not up here. There we go. Sorry about that. One of my favorite WWE wrestlers named John Cena has cancer. My friend
There.
let's see if it
I'd say
makes it
that's where we're
too,
headed.
So I was like, well, maybe 5 minutes too, so I looked it up. But definitely gonna be okay.
Everyone all right?
I can tell this statuette is the real thing, a memory fragment. And not just because it was very well guarded.
Hold on, let me put my friend on my AirPods so I can hear what she's saying in the voice clip. Oh, whatever. I'm not gonna argue with my friend about that because to me it's like, well, they wouldn't have added it if he still had it or not. But I'm not gonna argue about it. Because then I'll just get mad for us to be about.
And another Fenarel altar.
Oh, the bullet's over here. Oh my.
To
What was that warden business you were talking about, Lucanus?
Not all of your order meets their end so nobly.
What does that mean?
Some would rather leave before the blight takes them. The crows oblige.
Wait, you're saying they hire you to...
They're both the client and the mark.
What?
They make a choice.
They're dug in here. The Venatori must be after something nearby. Let's get it first.
I've...
Hassan, hit him!
Just say when!
And another Fenarel altar. That's another barrier down.
I'm on it.
Consider it done.
Of course.
There! Kill them!
On your guard.
I'll handle it. Easy enough.
Let's finish this! They're close.
There. The Venatori can't lock us out anymore. Venatori done that.
Got company.
Range, incoming! Snipers!
There. That's what the Venatori are after. That wolf statuette. We've seen them before. Better keep it safe.
Oh, wait, we need one
They're dug
more.
in here. The Venatori must be after something nearby. Let's get it first.
What was that warden business you were talking about, Lucanus?
Not all of your order meets their end so nobly.
What does that mean?
Some would rather leave before the Blight takes them. The Crows oblige.
Wait, you're saying they hire you too?
They're both the client and the mark.
We sail.
Right. Where were we again?
They're both the client.
This door. I think the essence we took from that revenant might be our way through.
So it's a key, which means the gods don't want us in there.
The deeper currents.
Thanks, Dabber.
No problem.
We need to close it. They're in range! Keep it up, Lucanus. Right. Ready, roll.
Over there. Another entryway, like the one that took us to that.
Oh wait, I think this is
There.
the one.
It's happening again. We're in another of Solus's memories. Remember last time? The past really can still hurt you.
Glad you made it here safely. I didn't love our odds without you.
Who? Me?
All right. Everything's in place. We hit Algernon's island fortress tonight. This is our best chance to free the people he's enslaved. Get in, save as many as you can, and bring them back here to Sanctuary. Be fast and be safe. I'll meet you on the other side. Fen-Haral scouting ahead. For freedom! For the Dread Wolf!
So, the Dread Wolf is testing his noble rebels against my stronghold. How courageous.
Remember, these memories can hurt us. More of Solus's memories. Elganon sent his guards to attack the Dreadwolf's rebels.
Can't happen.
You persist for naught. The people under my rule are not yours to plunder.
More guards.
Glad to see we all made it. Algernon's forces are making things interesting.
You, keep moving no matter what. Free those slaves. We'll take everyone else and give the guards something to think about.
We must be swift. Algernon is coming.
Solus sounded frightened.
Fear makes powerful memories.
Let's get that prison open.
Quickly, get us out of here!
Locked tight, and no sign of a key.
Gotta be a way to open it.
Thank you all.
There's an alluvion nearby. We'll head there right away.
Go. The Dreadwolf must be waiting for you.
Quickly! Algernon approaches. Stop his guards. We need to buy time for the captives to get to safety. I will hold off Algernon himself for as long as I am able.
The vermin keep coming. Go. I will deal with that ragged wolf.
Last push.
for this, Solus. No matter how far you run.
Let the big asshole rant. Everyone we freed is safe in the crossroads.
Without all of you, well, thank you. But can Elganon find us here?
He cannot. I have made sure of...
Solus?
Algernon is a powerful opponent. My apologies. It is of no consequence. What matters, my friends, is that today, all of us are free.
I think that's it. The memory
Already,
is
here
here.
is the last one.
Solus actually did some good back in the day, freeing those people.
Wait, let's go back to the tower.
You dare to try to cage us, jealous of our growing power!
You will pay the final price for this betrayal.
We warned you not to use the Blight. For this, and for Mathol, I sentence you to sleep in exile ever after. Your own lives will form the veil that keeps the horror you unleashed at bay.
So he locked the gods away and created a veil between this world and the Fade. I mean, they were terrible, no question. But what he did, it didn't just stop them. It destroyed our culture, our world.
It wasn't just to stop them. It was to stop the Blight. We've seen how bad Elganon and Gillenane are. Imagine all 7 corrupted gods running wild.
So he created the veil just to keep the elven gods locked in their prison?
Yes, to keep them from accessing the Fade, but was the creation of the veil around the world an accident?
You heard him yelling. That's not the sound of a ritual going right.
What do you think, Rook?
When I joined the Shadow Dragons, the first thing they told me was to remember why we were fighting. We protect those who couldn't protect themselves. You don't start fights that could endanger bystanders. I know Solus had to stop the gods, but a lot of innocent people died because of his big flashy trap.
Fair odds he agrees with you. That's why he's ashamed of this memory.
I had another question, and I'm sorry, maybe this doesn't matter, but Solus trapped the blighted gods in an ancient elven building, right? That's what it looks like. Maybe a palace? Fancier than what I've seen in Arlethan, at least. And then, the Magisters were lured into the Fade. They broke in, which let the Blight escape, and turned the Golden City black.
Right, and the Black City hangs in the Fade, a little reminder of their mistakes. What's wrong, Lace?
It's just... the Chant of Light says that the Maker built for them the Golden City, the center of all creation. But if the Golden City was an ancient elven palace, then the Maker didn't build it. The elves did. The Chant of Light is Andraste's visions from the Maker, but it sounds like it's wrong.
You're asking if we just disproved the entire Andrastian faith.
Did we?
I'm right there with you, Lace. I believe in the Maker. If it's all just ancient elven stuff and there's nothing else, that's a lot.
The Chant of Light has seen many iterations over the centuries. This may simply change our understanding of it.
I know, but that's a change to, well, everything we're supposed to believe in.
The Dalish clans are struggling with the same thing. What do we keep? What do we lose?
The Elven Gods, the Maker. No matter who you light a candle to, you've got some hard questions to ask yourself right now.
Doctrine is not the truth. It is one of many paths to the truth.
I recognize the sentiment, though not the specific quote. Who said that?
My mother.
Ah. Questions of faith aside, we have some very real gods that still need killing.
Looks like there are 3 more of these murals with the Dreadwolf's old memories. Wonder what else he's hiding.
Let's do the next one.
You have so long observed the world. Why not consider joining it?
But I have no desire to live as humans. I have the Fade. Besides this talk of taking on a solid form, I think you underestimate the danger. When you took the glowing stone to build your body, did the earth not shake?
Delirium gives us the strength we had when we were of the Fade. We are the best of physical and spirit. I need your wisdom, Solus. To withstand the louder voices who would go too far like Elganon. I need you.
This is madness. You must know that. I will always follow where you go.
What?
This is astounding. The ancient elves were spirits who voluntarily manifested a physical form.
I'd rather go back to talking about the Blight.
Hey, Lucanus. Could Spite turn into an elf?
No.
Sorry, but... what?
This is interesting.
This puts all of elven history in a new light. Not to mention what we think about spirits.
I mean, some magic works differently for elves. If we came from spirits, that'd explain it.
The knowledge that an entire people were formed from a mass manifestation could change our entire understanding of magic.
If we let it out, is that the right call? Do you want bigoted humans yelling about how elves are demons?
Davrin's got a point. World's not short on small-minded humans.
I don't want to cause harm.
If the world learned about this and it led to attacks against elves...
Elves have enough trouble as it is down in Ferelden.
We have to tell someone, though. Strife and Ireland, at least.
If I told Thea and Viago, they'd think I was sampling Viago's poison collection. No one will believe us.
Okay. We keep this to people we trust who have good reason to know. No shouting it from the rooftops.
Agreed. The Morn Watch has a great deal of experience keeping dangerous secrets.
So, beyond the world-shaking stuff, what else did we learn here? Solus himself was a spirit.
What kind do you think he was?
Well, his name is Elven for pride.
Oh, okay.
There's something else. Not about spirits, or not all about them at least. Solus didn't want to become a person with a physical body.
Right. He only agreed after Mathal begged him.
Then that's his regret. He wishes he'd never taken physical form.
Maybe, but not just that. Solus was scared. They built their bodies out of lyrium, and it made the ground shake.
You think the ground shaking was the Titans?
It makes sense, doesn't it? Something was hurting them, taking their blood.
So they struck back, like we'd swat a stinging bug.
The first memory we saw with Elganon seizing power, it happened at the end of a war.
A war between the Titans and the elves.
And we just saw how it started.
It feels like we still don't have the full picture. But I think that's part of what Solus regrets. He didn't see the danger.
Except he did. He was worried. You said it yourself.
He did it for Mythal. Everything that followed, he could have prevented, if he just told her no.
Then he's got a war on his conscience. Plus, whatever we find next.
Oh wait, let's check the next one. I think this is the last one. I think we go to this one and then the one over there. Yes.
Have you created what we need?
With this, the proper ritual will sunder every Titan from its spirit. But you must know those severed dreams will certainly be driven mad. A disembodied blight of pain and anger. It is awful what we're doing.
And the only way to end this war.
Solus made the weapon that killed the Titans. No, not killed. He cut away their dreams and left them broken and mindless. He passed me in the halls of Skyhold for a year. He made polite conversation, and he knew. He knew what he did.
No mystery why he wants to forget this.
As a mage, and apparently a scholar, Solus doubtless regrets destroying the minds of the Titans.
No, it's worse than that. That isn't what Solus regrets. Those severed dreams will be driven mad. A disembodied blight of pain and anger.
Mierda.
You can't. That's not possible.
When a warden hears the calling, it's like a song in their mind. Sound familiar to you, Lace?
The song of Lyrium. Of the Titans.
We think of the Blight as this monstrous force with no mercy, no compassion. Evil incarnate. Instead, it's a caged animal. Mistreated and imprisoned for centuries. Until all it knows is fear.
If the Blight is the Titan's dreams, can we... I don't know, heal it? Bring it back from all that anger?
I'm afraid I have no idea. In theory, it would be possible to restore dreams to the Titans.
You can't set it free before it's healed. You'd have blighted Titans laying waste to the entire world.
The Titans are a problem for later. We have Elgarnon and Ghilanane to deal with now.
And then I want Solus to look me in the eye and answer for what he did.
Each of these memories has been a deeper regret. And almost all of them involve Mythal.
Only one mural left to uncover by my count. If we find it, we'll see what's worse than this.
Oh, my knee. Yeah.
I knew that you would find me soon enough. You need the power of a god. The strength that I alone still carry.
The blighted Evanuris will soon break free from their prison. I must make a stronger one that can contain them.
While the prison is important, it is not the only goal you seek.
Why should I not tear down the veil and bring back immortality to all the elven people? They deserve it.
The elven people of today do not deserve to see the world they love be torn apart to salve your conscience.
I must fix what I have broken. I am sorry.
As am I, old friend.
Solus killed Mythal? After all that? Is this another memory from a different time?
No. He wore that same outfit in the Inquisition. We knew Solus woke up in this world without most of his power. Now we know how he got it back.
By killing the only other god around and stealing her power.
All that epic magic and godly power. In the end, it comes down to love and murder. Same as always.
Every big mistake Solus made is tied to Mythal. He sacrificed his life as a spirit to join her.
He sacrificed his morals when he created the dagger to stop the Titans.
When the other gods struck her down, he destroyed the Elven Empire to avenge her.
Then he wakes up in this world, where everything's gone but his mistakes. And there she is, alive.
And after all he's done, she sides against him again.
All these mistakes are his fault. And hers too. If she won't help him fix the world, of course he has to kill her.
So, how does everything we know help us now?
He's being honest about fighting the Blight. Whatever happens, he won't risk letting it back out into the world.
Agreed. But he has a plan to escape that prison, and not one we'll like.
He turned on Mythal, the one person he was actually loyal to. There's no way he won't turn on us.
He's a spirit, or was once. He might be able to possess someone, affect minds, all the things spirits do.
He created the veil. His very nature is tied to it. That will be a source of strength, but also a potential weakness.
Mythal has him all messed up. Anything about her or Elgernon is gonna make him angry. Sloppy.
Solus thinks he knows what's best for everyone. Anything he does, he'll do while telling himself he's the hero.
Solus has caused a lot of damage, but he's not like Elgernon, trying to wreck the world to rule it. He's trying to repair the damage he caused, and he knows he made mistakes. There might be hope for him.
You don't think he'll turn on us?
No, he's totally gonna turn on us. I mean, after that.
You have witnessed the Protector's tale, Dweller. Almost to its end.
Almost? How can there be more?
When the mighty fall, their echoes cross the ages. An audience is warranted. Speak with your visitor. She awaits you in the crossroads.
Oh, lady.
Back in the crossroads, still feels like one false step could send you anywhere.
Now you see, Dweller, the gods hunger to reclaim this place. Their minions scavenge what the wolf left behind. They turn his regrets to weapons and blight all they touch. If the Evanuras take the crossroads, darkness will fall.
Spell it out for me. Exactly what happens if the gods reclaim the crossroads?
The Fade flows through these ancient ways. Spirits and demons, dreams and magic. Now, imagine all blighted.
Like I needed another reason to stop them. You believe the gods could blight the whole crossroads, don't you?
You bring hope. A revenant is destroyed, others remain. Fight on, Dweller. The blight must wither.
Well met, bro.
How did you get here?
I did tell you I had my ways through Illuvians when I introduced you to the Inquisitor, did I not?
The Illuvians in general, yes, but not the Dreadwolf's crossroads.
I would think you have more pressing questions at the moment. Questions about Solus and Mythal?
Mythal?
The two gods have always been linked, have they not? First, when Mythal bade her companion spirit to abandon the Fade and take on mortal form. Then, when Solus spilled Mythal's mortal blood, that he might absorb her power as his own.
Wait. How do you know exactly what we saw of Solus's past?
Think upon it, Rook. You saw for yourself in the Dreadwolf's memories. When Mythal stood against the gods' manipulations of the Blight, she was betrayed and struck down. Yet she survived and returned ages later to aid the Inquisition in its hour of need. How?
The elven gods had access to magic beyond anything we can imagine.
To be sure, but it matters less what they possessed than what they were. You recall that the first elves were spirits, do you not? Mythal was a spirit turned elven. And when her body was struck down, to spirit she returned. Her essence sheltered in a willing mortal vessel. Over the centuries she journeyed from host to host, slowly amassing her former power anew. Until once again she was struck down, on this occasion by Solus. He absorbed her power, but not her memories.
Then where did they... Wait. You?
As you say.
You're Mythal? That's why the ambient magic around you is so fractured.
Such a flattering picture you paint of this ancient bond.
What? That was like how Elganon and Gillenane can talk in your head, but...
'Twas Mythal you heard, her echoes. Yet I am not the goddess returned.
What are you, then?
I once feared Mythal would consume me were I to carry her, but 'twas not so. I remain free-willed and mortal. What I now possess is but a spark of Mythal, shadowed memories through which to sift for meaning. As to our admixture, I suspect you have questions.
You would have met Solus in the Inquisition, right?
I did indeed. 'Twas before I possessed Mythal's memories. At the time I thought Solus a scowling elven apostate whose sole passion was finding arguments. He heard me, in all my ignorance, expound on the histories of the elven people, explaining legends he had witnessed himself.
Bet he loved that.
'Tis not a memory that brings me pride.
Do you have information we can use against Gillenane or Elganon? Or Solus?
The last time Mythal faced Elganon and Gillenane, she was struck down by the very dagger you now carry.
What about Solus?
You may recall he murdered Mythal's former host to claim her godly might as his own. I hoard no untapped magical secrets, Rook. What I do possess, I share freely with you and the Veil Jumpers.
All right. So, there's the soul of an elven god inside you. How does that even happen?
Mythal's last host was my mother, Flemeth.
Oh.
When I learned she intended me to become the next receptacle of an ancient god's soul, I feared naught would be left of my own. It inevitably came to pass on a deep night. I was awakened by the presence of a blaze of magic in the shape of a woman who both was and was not my mother.
I don't think I'd recover from that.
Neither did I, at the start. Mathal's memories were both gift and burden, this blazing woman told me, but I must accept them of my own accord. The decision was paralyzing. What would it mean to become such a host? What would be lost if I refused? In the end, 'twas something in my mother's voice which guided me.
What was that?
Regret. Not the regret of a god, but of a mother who knew she would never see me again. And so, my mind remains my own. What I gained was knowledge, both Mathal's and of those who bore her.
How can you carry Mathal's soul if you're not an elf?
Her spark has sheltered within both elves and humans who were sympathetic to her in thought and circumstance. Mathal's last host was a woman wronged, trapped by those sworn to love her. We may readily imagine their kinship.
You didn't come out here just to tell me you're Mathal.
I am not Mathal in her entirety, but yes. The Dreadwolf has occasion to visit you in dreams, where he portions out advice. And now, after finding his memories, you have peered into his deepest sorrows. Tell me then, what do you make of Solus?
He's torn but doesn't know it. He's trying to help. He's stuck and feels over himself pity monster more. He's torn but doesn't know yet.
Solus talks a lot about what has to be done, being forced to make hard choices. But it's like he's trying to talk himself into it. I think, deep down, he doesn't entirely believe what he's saying.
'Tis exactly like the old wolf to tie himself into the most intricate knots. 'Tis not malice which made Solus your opponent.
Hold on guys, my friend is calling me, so I have to mute.
You may be in a position to determine how it ends.
Hello.
More so than either of you
Oh, I
might
got
realize.
talked into going to Bible study, so.
Oh my. Hold on. I thought I muted. Hold on.
Maybe there's a way we all get what we want.
Do you truly believe such a thing?
Well, maybe at least what we deserve.
If you would shape the outcome of your battle, I've one last secret to share. When Mathal was struck down by the other gods, it was with her own lyrium dagger, the dagger you now carry. Solus recovered it from Elganon, and from it extracted a fragment of Mathal that had lain hidden within its depths. This fragment, a younger sister to the one I carry, if you will, resides here, in the crossroads. I can open the way for you. Find her, survive the encounter, and the essence you obtain will aid you in times to come.
Another fragment of Mathal? In addition to the one inside you?
You are aware of what the word fragment means, are you not? One small piece of many, formed when something greater is broken. The first elves were spirits, as you well know, and when a spirit is broken, it may shatter into pieces, each holding part of the original. Among the ancient elves who became known as gods, Dirthaman and his brother, Falondine, are but one example.
You make it sound like this piece of Mathal is going to attack me.
You know Solus, and have seen Elganon, and memories of Mathal. They are creatures of emotion, as all spirits are. The fragment of Mythal that resides in me lived among mortals for thousands of years. She has grown wiser and more patient. This younger sister has not. She is the essence of Mythal as a god. She is unlikely to listen to polite requests, and though she is but a fragment of the goddess, the battle will test you sorely.
If she's just going to attack us, why tell us about her at all? We have enough enemies already.
A fragment of a god's essence is a powerful thing. It may give you options against Algernon and Ghilanane, or against the Dread Wolf himself, should he prove as cunning and treacherous as ever.
If I were to try to talk with her, do you have any suggestions?
She will demand respect, but detest flattery. She appreciates righteous anger, but will not tolerate pity. She is, for want of better phrasing, prickly. But if you are determined to try, then I wish you luck.
You would know this aspect of Mythal better than anyone. Could you try talking to her?
I dare say she would attack me on sight.
Spirits can't get along with fragments of each other.
Spirits, certainly. But the aspects of a self-righteous god who have walked different paths for ages? One bears the insult of her betrayal by the Evanurus, and then by Solus, as fresh wounds, insult upon injury. The other once fell in love with an Alamari chieftain and lived happily in a swamp for centuries. Each reminds the other that another path existed, that they could have been wrong, and nothing angers Mythal like being wrong.
What kind of spirit was Mythal before she became an elf? I know Solus is elven for pride.
Mythal enjoyed ruling and having power, but it came not from the overweening desire to crush resistance, as is the case with Algernon. The emotion that inspired her might best be described as benevolence, a guiding hand inclined to kindness. But like any spirit, when angered or twisted against her purpose, a more violent aspect arose. Where the Dreadwolf's wisdom gave way to pride when the world did not meet his standards, Mythal's benevolence gave way to retribution. After all, when kindness fails, the guilty must be punished.
Thank you for the information, Morrigan.
I only ask that you reflect upon what I have said. The Dreadwolf is not so apart from the world as he thinks. There, you have the advantage of him.
A god's fragment, sharper than the whole. Prevail, or be sundered completely.
We're getting close to where Morrigan said that other fragment of Mythal was. has to be her.
Do you believe she'll be willing to speak with us? Or are we bound for violence?
Guess we'll find out.
You are Rook. I have seen you and your companions. We made ourselves bodies to be like humans, but I never expected to see humans scurrying about in the Dread Wolf's crossroads. And you know who I am?
Mythal.
The part of me that survived betrayal by the rest of the Evanuris, if this can be called surviving. Solus. He drew me from the dagger that struck me down, but what is left of me can only survive here. I cannot return to the world, and even the true Fade is denied me. All I can do is watch. Why are you here? To beg me to give up what remains of myself to help you defeat the monsters Elganan and Gillenane have become? Or do you simply think yourself ready to fight a god?
I came here to ask for your help. The gods have endangered the world, and...
You dare explain to me what they are doing? You are 1,000 years from knowing the proper words.
We saw Solus's memories, his regrets.
You saw the recollection he cultivated like a tree, twisting to catch the sun. You wish for my help? Convince me. Make your case, and I will yield my essence willingly to help you against Elganan and Gillenane. Fail, and I shall kill you for wasting my time, or you will kill me and obtain my essence in doing so. A harder-edged, simpler version. It has been centuries since a petitioner stood before me, so why should I help you?
I am worthy of your help.
That is for me to judge.
I am fighting to protect this world.
Any petty tyrant can fight those who come to their land and claim to be protecting their people. I have seen rulers, human as you are, the mages of Tevinter, following in the Elven Empire's footsteps. They build nothing that does not serve them. Why should I believe you are any better? What is a protector to you?
I can't really say. All I can say is that I'm trying to follow your example. You are the ideal.
Ugh! Pathetic! I will not sacrifice myself for some pandering courtier. Your words are weak. Prove your worth or die.
Everyone get ready.
Her draconic form is quite formidable.
ready. Not looking good. Good, bro. Understood. Nicely done.
It's ours. The essence of a god. It burns just being near it. But this is the power we need to finish this.
True. Once we fit it into our plan.
I think the moment is coming. When we can turn the tide, we'll know.
With all my regards. Oh, but I don't want them to think me homesick.
Hi, Emmerich.
Rook, hello. Just composing a few letters. The other Watchers have been most interested in our adventures.
I couldn't help overhearing the word homesick.
Oh, I'm fine. Completely absorbed in our venture. But if I were home, I'd be preparing for new students or requests to speak to the dead.
You didn't stop teaching just to be with us, did you?
I'm long overdue for a sabbatical. Besides, do you know how many students the faculty wanted in my class next season? 10! How's one meant to tailor separate lessons for 10 pupils at a time? Honestly.
Can people just ask you to show up for some corpse whispering?
Oh, nothing official. There are very few of us, but we help here and there. Questioning a victim of murder, clearing up disputed wills, and sometimes fetching back last words from a loved one.
You can get anything out of the dead and they just let you leave Navarra?
My gift has limitations. The dead only know what they did in life. What was clear under the sun is sometimes blurred when I revive them.
Makes sense.
Honestly, some conversations aren't worth the trouble. Death encourages obstinacy.
Good to chat. I'll let you get back to your letter.
Before you go, I wanted to thank you for your company in the Memorial Gardens. There's another ceremony I have to perform there. If you'd like to visit again. Not yet, but soon.
If you need me to keep an eye out, just ask.
It's a perfectly safe ceremony by the graves.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see. Until later.
An archdemon falls, a god remains. Fear not, dweller. Success is forged by time.
Hey, Harding.
Oh, Rook, hi. Is there something you need?
Balara made snacks. Seems like you could use one. And food always makes me feel better.
I could use some cheering up, actually.
It's Solus's memory, isn't it?
They stole Titan blood to walk the world like humans. And when the Titans didn't like that, they just took their spirits. Should I be angry or sad? Why aren't I angrier? It's a lot to handle.
There's really no right way to feel. You've been through a lot.
You're right. Maybe I just need time. And a snack. It's strange. I don't hate Solus for this, even though a part of me thinks I should. I don't even want revenge. I just want to talk. As equals. I wonder if he's even capable. Solus was always distant. Guess it's hard to react when a magic rock's talking at you. Anyway, thanks for checking on me. I'll be alright.
I know. You're Lace Harding, child of Titans. You can handle anything.
Oh, shut up.
The fires are lit.
Every time I walk into the crossroads, it feels, I don't know, sad, but also right.
The voices again.
Places between.
What happened at Weishaupt?
It's fine. I'm fine.
Okay. It's just that you seemed kind of not fine.
We lost at Weishaupt. I didn't want to talk about feelings. I wanted to go...
Welcome to the Hall of Valor. I knew you'd find your way here sooner or later. Your kind always do. Looking to fight? All right, get your ass in there and give us a show.
Our next challenger comes from the Veiled Jumpers of Arlington. She's deadly at sailing. So everyone give a holler for Valara! Good one!
You've certainly earned your reputation. You'll want something with a bit more bite this time, I reckon. Get going! Don't keep your fans waiting.
Hang on to your hats! We've got some news! Challenges for you today!
Look at that. Barely a scratch. Ready for something really spicy? I've got what you need. Get going! Don't keep your fans waiting.
All right, who's ready for some action? I know I am. Take that. Good hit. How they like that?
And I'm out another 20 gold. Maker, I should stop betting against you. I line them up and you keep knocking them down, but I still have some tricks. Get yourself in order and head to the entrance.
Everyone hit the privy and grab a snack. You won't want to miss this next fight.
Hitting us from range.
Got him good there.
That's the last of them.
You couldn't pay me to step in the pit with you, and coming from me, that's quite a compliment. All right, this is really starting to annoy me. Once more, and don't you dare hold back. All right, get your ass in there and give us a show.
Come on, face your wages. And remember, never bet anything you aren't prepared to lose.
There we go.
Hitting us from range.
Enemies afraid.
Good one.
And I'm out another 20 gold. Maker, I should stop betting against you. What are you in the mood for? Get yourself in order and head to the entrance.
Last time the Hall of Valor was this excited, we got the Silver Phoenix fight. You're not gonna want to miss what comes next.
You've certainly earned your reputation. Want to blow off some steam? All right, get your ass in there and give us a show.
They're too villainous for Byrantium, too murdery for Minrathis. Our next fight features the Venatori. I am empowered. Rough, nice one.
You can really put on a show. I should charge an entrance fee. Who wants to get their blood pumping? All right, get your ass in there and give us a show.
All right, who's ready for some action? I know I am.
Look at the They're hammering off!
Finish them now.
We're getting good at this.
I see you picked up some nice tricks in the Shadow Dragons.
Well, when the Venator...
Looking to fight? All right, get your ass in there and give us a show.
Hang on to your hat. We've got some new challenges for you today.
Oh, is it time again? Great.
Range thing.
I'm out another 20 gold. Maker, I should stop betting against you. Who wants to get their blood pumping? All right, get your ass in there and give us a show.
Come on, face your wages. And remember to never bet anything you aren't prepared to lose.
Spectacular! We felt the blood spray from way over here.
We've got the best gear for your beast fights. Hey, punch an on-tom for me. Ready to kick some ass. Ugh.
Tosh. How are you doing? I know you were unhappy after, what happened at Weishaupt.
It's fine. I'm fine.
Okay. It's just that you seemed kind of not fine.
All right. I think we can make this work.
Ready for a fight?
Hey, Tosh. How are you doing? I know you were unhappy after, what happened at Weishaupt.
It's fine. I'm fine.
Okay. It's just that you seemed kind of not fine.
We lost at Weishaupt. I didn't want to talk about feelings. I wanted to go punch some darkspawn so we could stop losing.
I guess I understand that. But your feelings are worth talking about.
I know, but it's work. I didn't want to do work. I wanted to punch
Veneratory barrier crystals. Whoever came this way didn't want to be followed.
The enchantments are recent.
What are they doing in the Hosberg wetlands?
Hey, we had a thing. I know, but it's work. I didn't want to do work. I wanted to punch darkspawn. That's what makes me feel better.
I'm sure we'll have the chance to punch more darkspawn soon.
Thanks.
What's that sound?
I don't know, but it gives me a bad feeling.
So this is the cursed moon.
Let's see what it's like.
Lord Gaspin's treasure belongs to the Venatori.
So they want Lord Gaspin's treasure. Look at this place. It's really still here.
They're down.
What was that?
You aren't alone here.
The manor is supposed to be cursed.
want to know more.
I'm on it.
The cellar. Stay on guard. Research notes. This man wanted Lord Gaspin's treasure to impress Elganon. He's been
Of course the treasure room was a trap.
So the Venatori wanted treasure, but found a sealed demon.
I wonder how long it's... been here.
Let's look around. This writing is old. If it was Lord Gaspin, whatever he thought was back here, it wasn't enough. He found a demon, or became the one we met. If the demon was the curse, at least we've kept it away from Lavendel. Once we're done, we can let Bastion know.
Got it. I wish I could breathe fire. I don't know, it just feels like the kind of thing that could be useful, you know?
Sometimes it helps to burn through stuff.
I wonder if we can make it go further or hotter. How long can you hold your breath?
Not long. Healers say it's because breathing fire hurts my lungs.
Oh, never mind then.
Rook! Always good to see people return. Means they're still alive.
We went up to Gaspin Manor.
You did? And the curse? Was it... Did the Blight wake it?
Less the Blight and more like some Venatori. There was a demon haunting the manor. We stopped it.
Huh. Well, we all knew something wasn't right. And thank you. That's one less evil to worry about.
Rook, I'm Greta. Good to have you here.
You look a bit worried.
We're not sure where some of our wardens are, Beckett and a few others. We're supposed to check in. We need to look out for each other more than ever. It's just, I know they took Weishaupt hard, and I hope they're okay.
Well. An echo? Echo!
Echo!
That's not my voice.
Not your voice.
Who are you?
Are you?
Hello?
Hello?
Watch out.
Another of those Fen Harel altars. Hello?
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 Whatever this echo was in the well, I think it possessed them. The more people go near it, the more it gets in their minds.
It made promises it was never gonna keep.
That journal mentioned clearing boards from the well. It was sealed away once.
Whatever's down there, whatever you did to those people, I won't let you do it again. We're sealing the well.
Sealing.
It's done. No more echo.
For now.
So, Tosh, Lords of Fortune. You're treasure hunters, right?
Yep.
And that includes ruins? Elven ruins?
Yep.
The Voss family? Did you find anything?
There was something in the well. It, got to them.
But we aren't supposed to listen. Stories. But it was sealed.
We sealed it again.
When it's safe to go back, I'll bury it even deeper for Ursa. Thank you for letting me know.
Right. Where were we? And that includes ruins? Elven ruins?
Yep.
I see. Sure.